Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays Flight and Review, and I'm going to review the Payware Top Mach Studios F-22 Raptor. Now I guess if you are watching this, you're either interested in buying this, you've already purchased it and trying to work out how to get it working, or you are already subscribed to me, and thank you very much, and you're interested in finding out what's the big deal. Well, let's go have a look. So currently have this in cold and dark status with all the tags and the plugs. This is how it comes when you first load in as well. We also have the ladder and the chocks. This comes with a pushback person and a power truck as a default. Now, as far as it comes to the quality of this, I do like how it is fairly matte at the front and then a bit of a gloss shine. That's cool. We don't have full rivet. I think we just got a texture there, but as far as the detail on some of this stuff, that's pretty good. I like it. Remove before flight. Yes, you can't go around pressing buttons like this while we're here. Remove before flight, that would make sense. Have a little bit of look under here as detail as well. Okay, more tags. We do have a missile bay on either side and the one underneath. Yes, you can carry missiles. I have purchased this outside of the Sim marketplace, so if and when the Sim Update 10 comes out, I've got some decent detail here. I did look at this on a stream that I did of this. If you missed the stream, we'll have a bit of a closer look. So it has some information on the Lockheed Martin. Whoa, I can't get that camera to work a little bit higher, thank you. Okay, we are way out. There we go. Lockheed Martin F-22 is an American single seat, so basically it's got information, and hydraulic lift system with an ID number. Okay, cool. We got a Goodrich shock strut, ASSY, no ID on it. Tire looks like it's got a big patch on the side. It really does. I think on the front one it says that how fast you can go. It was 26 ply, rated at 250 mile per hour. Having a look at the other side, we have even more detail. So this is some attention to detail. Slightly different, very similar information, but in a slightly different layout on the right-hand strut. Alright, going out, and we've gone through rear engine blocks, and we'll come and have a look in the front here. Liveries are fine. There are 3 of them. I've taken the second livery in this set, so HH Air Force 04064, and what is it? Pacific Air Forces. And does it have the ID down here? Yes, it does. 19th Fighter Squadron. Okay, so I don't think we have pilot names on these. I don't even know if they came with pilot names. Alright, you know what? We'll go and take a look inside. So when you start in this, if you have not yet read the manual, which admittedly I did not read the manual when I first started this, and then when I did, it's like I was like turn the power on and turn off on the MFD, the controls. I'm thinking, well, hang on, do I put my APU on? And when I put my APU on, the screens came on. And I'm like, well, I can't work out where to get it. Menu, config, sim, reading the instructions. And then I'm like, the buttons are hidden. No, you've actually got to turn your battery on. And it takes off this screen thing. And then what you do is you get rid of your chocks and your tags. There you go, tags going, and your ladder. There we go, ladder is gone. While I'm here, we may as well turn on our left and right generators. Okay, That's by pressing this middle screen and going to the config. So let's just squat down here a bit, put our MFB back on. So you go to menu, config, sim, and this is where you can choose between persistent options, cold and dark chocks, cold and dark RBF items, cold and dark ladder, cold and dark pilot visible. I think I chose no. Yep. So telemetry device visible. Drop tanks fully disabled. I do have my drop tanks off. If I choose to have the drop tanks on, as in not disabled, you will have drop tanks there. They're ferry tanks basically, not stealth drop tanks. They're for ferrying the aircraft from one point to another with more fuel. And you can start with weapons removed. Well, we will have a quick look at weapons. You know what, let's do that right now, if I can remember how to do that again. Okay, so page 2 we also have remove weapons. We can put in a tow bar as well, so let's have a look outside. There we go, tow bar is now next to the aircraft. Problem is, I've noticed when somebody else comes in the same aircraft, if you've seen my stream, so another F-22 came in here and the tow bar was sitting in front of them. So if you have yours on, so do they. Page 1 again. Okay, so we'll go back. We can actually configure the MMD here by turning on radar ring, terrain, and I think it's terrain, and TFK. Menu again. Green ones, what we wanted to show. There we go. Alright. Let's go. What else can we do? So we've got FLPN and LE flaps, and I have no idea why they go up and down like that. Someone can write down in the description. But menu, config. No, so the only thing we can do there is the MMD as well. We can turn those things off. Menu, engine. That's the same as this one here. I think we can do the same on these too, and maybe this one has the slightly different instructions. So we won't start. Well, you know what? We may as well. Control. We can go quick start, or we can go pump, ignition, start. That will start the left engine. It's the left engine making its ground noise. Pretty cool. Now we can do pump, ignition, start on the right engine. Makes the same noise as well. Alright, we'll let those start up. So back to the menu. Engine, so we've got this system stuff again. Back to the menu, we've got the MMD so that we can have a similar one to that, but it kind of looks like it faces a different direction. That one's facing north. Okay, north is up. This one is facing the direction of the aircraft. Okay, menu, always get you back. Your stores. Okay, so this is where we want to open the door for the weapons, and we can actually see this missile getting loaded out. That's pretty cool. So what we'll do is we'll just have a quick look inside here with the drone camera while the engines are starting. There's some detail on that. The guys have done a good job, I think. Warhead guided missile. That looks like a date and something, and they've got some further information behind. Oh, we do have. Oh, can't get in close enough, and it's a little blurry. Kind of looks very similar to the other stuff we had before about the F-22. Loading bay, something or other. Right. Not too bad, and it'll be the same on the other side. Yep. Okay, we have our underneath, which I think is 6. Yep. Someone can write in the description what type of missiles these are, both on the outside and the inside. I think the manual does actually talk about what they are. Got some identification numbers on them. Very cool. A lot of detail. So if we were to go back inside, press that door button. No, he didn't like me having a look outside to do that. Okay, so door. Huh. Doesn't like my drone there? Oh. Oh, I pressed it halfway. Unless, yeah, okay. It looks like I can have it halfway. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's open. Oh yeah, there we go. Animation is happening there. Okay, close. I guess you can hold it. What I haven't worked out is if you can just open the side missile door without opening all of them, because obviously having all of them open would compromise your radar section. I'm sure that in real life they can open just one and shoot it out. Now these things on the side here kind of looks like a fuel filler on the ground. Haven't worked out how to control these because they seem to have a mind of their own and I can't find a button anywhere for them. If someone knows how to do it, let me know. I don't know if that's outside air breathing or what it's supposed to be, but I do notice that by the time I landed they were down, but in flight they were still up. Now we do have air-to-air refueling. That would be the wrong button. Let's get back inside. So let's open our doors. We might try that in the air. Come down here and you can see that there is a close and open for the air-to-air refueling. So that actually opened it up. Not only that, there is also so air-to-air refueling lighting. So I'm guessing in the evening flight, I can't see it during the day because, well, it's too bright. But if we press this and have a look, look at that. Very well animated. We also do have a tail hook here. So our tail hook is tucked in here. Let's see if we can go and press that as well. So tail hook button is here. Very well animated. And when it tucks away, the little doors shut back up. Very good. Alright, what else we need to look at? So, what else do we have on this side? We were doing the screens, weren't we? Okay, so the same the screen on this one, we've started it up. You can also configure the different, see the storage you can put on that side as well. So depending on which screen you want it on, I'll leave the engines on here. Status, parking brake is on, canopy is open, and APU is on. Thank you. We have back to nav and we have alert. Alert will give me parking brake is on and canopy open. Or we can go back to nav, press the top button there, and we can get what looks like in most planes in the sim, put in things like direct to flight plan, the procedures for landing, yep, speed bugs, waypoints, and nearest. So I don't have a flight plan at the moment. It's all touchscreen, obviously. And press that again and we go back. So what are we, 2:18 in the afternoon. That's not real time, but okay, that's what I loaded in. Okay, in the middle here we can do our different comms. We're already on COM 1, COM 2, there's only one page there. Nav, STPT has 3 pages. Go down here to get to the other pages and do it again to go back. IFF has 2 pages as well. HUD, 1 page, gives information. Other, Nothing in there. And DVR, I'm not sure if that's meant to be for digital video recording. Don't know if that does anything at all. So we'll go back to comms. Okay, that's your autopilot information. Do we have a second page? Yes, we do. Okay. You know what? I'll leave that on because I'll give that autopilot a try later. Okay. Can't seem to get that button working. Don't know whether it does anything similar to the one on that side, unless I go through these different functions and press it no. Okay, so what are we on? 50% fuel. MFD brightness, you can brighten that one. Same with this one. This one does a selection knob. Oh, you know what? Could we select? No, there's no selecting doors or anything. These are blank without the green writing or saying what they are above them. They are blank. You can go back to menu. Alright, we've covered all that. On the side down here we have alt flaps, extended or normal. We also have the fly-by-wire system. I have found at least one fault pre-sim update 10, but if you fly this aircraft, let's just check. So I have full flight controls. You can see my thrust vectoring is also working there. Alright, when I tested this half an hour ago and also in my stream previously, if you exit back out into the menu and then you choose a new location or the same location again, which is what I did, you can't control any of those flight controls because it seems to be that the fly-by-wire system that they have enabled for this doesn't load back in. So there is a known fault apparently. Someone wrote in my stream comments, thank you very much, and that it will be fixed in the update. So if you find that you can't fly the second time you try to go in, you have to exit out of your sim and then load back in. That's what I found. Right, we have panel floodlights, console floodlights. We can do a lamp test. We also have night navigation mode, night, day. What else we got? Interior lights. We can do those now. Positioning lights, so we've got anti-collision, positioning and anti-collision, or position flash, or just position. I'll take both, thank you. Okay, we have the ability to fuel dump. Let's not do that, we actually need it to take off. Fuel select will allow you to choose which tank to go for. I have a feeling we may end up having to shove a little bit more in if we push this a little too hard, because it goes really well. On this side you have your CNI and your auxiliary ACP. I'm going to turn them on now. We have our oxygen hidden here. Let's go around a bit. So onboard oxygen, can't remember what the GS, but someone wrote in one of my in the comment on my stream, normal, pass, mixture, full. So apparently we can take onboard oxygen something supply. We can also change our auxiliary comms by rolly ball. I'm not going to use any of those in this flight to just show you. We have pressure dump, we can do that. We also have temperatures that you can actually adjust, and your air source can be moved around as need, and an ECS mode, so defog I'm guessing. Right, while we are here we can also, let's go back to our view. Just over here, there's a little button under here. That's your canopy. So if you're having trouble finding where it is, so when you're in your default view, look down to the right, and you can just see it there. Click it, canopy comes down. There we go. Down. Very good. Alright. We can... yes. Ejection seat arm. Can't do anything there. So we can actually arm the ejection seat. I've only had one plane so far that allowed full ejection. Was a FSX import that I did, the Milviz YF23 for Flight Sim X. You armed and pulled the eject, and out went your pilot. Canopy went flying, and the plane just continued down until it hit the ground. FSX aircraft now, though, all buttons are disabled, so we can no longer do that. Alright, so I think I've covered everything here. We will turn on our taxi lights. So taxi lights is down, landing lights is up. So we'll go down. Should have a light now in the front there. Yep. I wonder if we can put that up as well. Landing lights are both. Okay, so we'll just do the taxi. Alright, park brake off. See my pedals do come up. Alright, so I have noticed that the steering actually does work quite well with this, so let's just give it a little bit of a push. Wheel works very well. We will have a look and make sure we can get around this power truck. This is my usual starting spot, so it's not always the best, and I don't want to do a pushback from here. Okay, so having a look. Steering, very nice. Right brake, can steer, yes it can. So you do have the ability to choose one or the other brake, like most aircraft in the sim. It's modeled the same. I have noticed when you start sometimes cold and dark, but you've already jumped in and got rid of those static elements. The flaps face all the way up. I think that's not necessarily meant to be like that. I think it is potentially a fault. Alright, so before we get on runway here, we've taken it a little bit far. I'll just quickly show you the views. So default view, then we have a look back view. Missing the pilot, would really like the pilot. If you're going to look back like that, I need to see the pilot there, because that would be a pretty cool video shot, but yeah, no pilot. Next view, well, I'm not sure why they've got, oh, that's to press that top button if you're having trouble finding it, I'm guessing. Left screens, right screens, center screen, and back again. Okay, that's it, that's your range of views. Alright, and if you want to go back up into there, and one forward, so you do have that range of view. Alright, can you look at HUD? The HUD is actually pretty good, because if I look sideways, you can't see it all the way. I do like that. I don't want a static one that sits in the middle, so default view. Plenty of view out the side. This would be great in VR. There is also, not only is it VR capable, there's a non-fly-by-wire one for people who are using keyboard, or I'm guessing an Xbox controller, or doesn't have a proper controller system. You can actually use that one as your flight system. Alright, is this guy taxiing? I'm not sure I can take off over the top of him. Give him a moment to get off. I have a feeling it's coming this way. Yeah. Well, I know I can take off pretty good, but I think this is a stalemate. I've had this with other AI traffic. So, I'm going to give this a what for. Afterburner takeoff. It's already overriding my brakes. Oh, got a bit of wind on this runway. Oh, we've got a lot of wind on that. This is tail. Alright, and what we'll do is we will do a 90-degree stream climb. This thing is amazing. Thrust vectoring over. There we go. Where are we? We're way over. Look at that. ability. So the ability to climb with a thrust vectoring is pretty amazing. So a quick up and over. Nice little for a fly down the coast here. We'll keep an eye on the fuel. We'll go and visit the Navy ships that are just outside. Kind of would like a little bit further back view myself like that. See, my nozzles are a little warm. Just wait till I push really hard, then they'll be warm. Alright. It is actually quite nice to fly. I've got another US. I think I'm over Mark 1, am I? Yes, I am. 1.1. Do get a sonic boom. Navy set's part of the free download you can get from flightsim.to. What we'll do is we will do a climb up and over Sydney here. So we're doing a Mark 1.1. It actually says 99% throttle, but I'm not on afterburner. I can turn on my afterburner without being on full throttle. Say 93%. Oh, it doesn't want to keep it on. Okay, so I think I have to be over 95%. So turn off. Let's do a climb and see what we can get. So, Mark 1.8 to 1.2, and we'll take a... Actually go vertical. Performance is actually quite good in this in sim. So 55, we're 65 degrees, and we're still doing Mark 1.2. There we go. 75 degree climb. We're at 42,000 feet, and we are slowing down below Mark 1. So we'll bring this nose down. But as you can see, we are climbing extreme 58,000 feet. Okay, it's going to complain that our altitude. Yep, high altitude. Yes, I realise that. So nose over. Thrust vectoring actually helps, so you can actually hold it there. Yeah, very good. Now I'm on full afterburner, still low. So we can throttle all the way down. So see the alert we have here. Press the alert. High altitude is the alert. Okay. 0.39, and we are descending almost as flat, are we? Nose over, plenty of control. Bring it back down to Sydney Airport. That's if I can find it. Alright, there we go. You should see this. Complain. You know what? Let's see how fast we can go. We're at 44,000. Just burn it back down. You will notice though, when we get to a certain stage, we will no longer be accelerating, but we will be too much atmosphere to maintain. I think we can probably get to Mark 2 here. Or if you look at mine, there you go. Okay, joker fuel and overspeed. So our warnings come up on the left side, and now we're getting the shakes. We're definitely going to have to pull back. Well, I've got low altitude as well. Alright. Air brakes on, tails go out left and right. When we come in and put our landing gear down, decent vapors that go over this. I've only had one issue, and I've seen it on somebody else's stream, that the vapor continues to stay there even after you're no longer setting it up so I landed and still had it showing up. Alright, so speed now should be good for landing gear. Landing gear down. Flaps are automatic, so you can see the flaps are automatically going up and down, similar to some other jet aircraft. Looks like we've got a lot of AI traffic here. Alright, so we'll bring it back in. Choke of fuel is my only warning now. I actually think this is quite a pleasure to fly. Now, it's not the cheapest aircraft. It is certainly up there with some of the other more expensive jet fighters. Quality, I really do think they've done a good job. I was a little hesitant to jump onto it because I've got the freeware one, I've already shown it off. I was like, well, they need to do pretty good. I think they have. Okay, now I'm floating. Alright, we're down. Now, I've got to get that nose down. I've noticed that the nose stays up quite a lot. I have to push it down. There we go. And brakes. Now when I brake, you'll see that there we go. Tails come in. The spoiler brakes, air brakes. Okay. Top Mach Studios F-22A prior to Sim Update 10. So if you're seeing this after then, it could have been an update already, and that fly-by-wire not loading back in when you change issue, I think will have been fixed. At least that's the word on the street. The street being the internet. Right, I have 3 Payware F-22s in Flight Sim. This is the second one I've had from Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 version. I also have the FSX from Iris Payware one. That was very good. We did import that in here. It had thrust vectoring as well, but you don't have all the stuff that this has. As far as the Bredock 3D F-22, it's cool, but it's not as good. So I think this is above that quality. If you are looking at comparing this with, like, say you want to buy a aircraft and you're not sure whether you'll get the F-35 or the F-22, well, the F-35 you actually get 3 aircraft. The A, the B, the C, B being the vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. That, I think, is probably about the same money at the moment, and it's probably better value for money. I think this is on the high end of price. I know a lot of work's gone into it, but you only do get this one model with 3 deliveries, so I do think that price-wise, it's on the high end. That being said, though, I recently bought the MiG-21. It's also on the high end, slightly more than this, I think, but it also has a lot of cool stuff, so I'm happy I've got it. If you're interested in getting this type of aircraft, hopefully I have helped you work out whether you're like, yes, that has enough for me, or no, I'll stick with my other aircraft. And if you've made it this far, press the like button. Comment down below going, thank you very much, that was actually pretty good, or hey, you missed this, did you know it could also do this? Because that would be cool. Alright, park brake on. Turn off, I still got my control on. I could have actually turned that off so I don't accidentally turn it off during flight, but turn off the pump and ignition. Pump and ignition. Complain that I'm turning off my generators. Yep, okay. And we will open the canopy. Hydraulics are out, so the flaps and wings go down, and it sits in a park state. You can take off and fly from here again, but what you can't do is load out and load back in at the moment. We'll wait till Sim Update 10 comes out. Thanks for watching. Hope that actually helped. Up to you if you want to buy it. If not, well, you know what? If you do, come fly with me. I'm going to stream this probably a few more times. We'll have other jet flights. Thanks for watching. Cheers.